Hello and welcome back to Inkpot. I'm Grant Smith, and we're continuing the painting horror series number 2 here with painting the Wendigo, and I believe this will be part 5. All right, so I've been thinking about this piece overnight here, and there's one big change I kind of want to make. So there are a couple big changes here. All right. So I think the framing of it's off. It's just too open. I want to make it a little bit more cinematic. So I put in these black bars kind of just for now to kind of play where I want the actual framing to be. Then I might move this guy up and over a little bit. And you can see that dramatically changes the, I feel like that's a better, it makes the sizing of these characters better because they're kind of in line, kind of to a vanishing point here. And the tree in the background, I might actually move it further over to the side here. And I'm thinking about putting that Wendigo character or spirit kind of here. But we'll see. Or I might make him small and put him right over by the body here too. So if you see our original sketch, let me turn on the original sketch here. So we do have, I'll probably still have the mountain ridge here. I'm thinking about having the mountains pop out there, but I'm not sure. So I might move this character further back over the body there. I'll have to change the positioning then quite a bit. But we'll play around with some stuff. We'll leave him to kind of last. But yeah, I'm thinking I like that better. Another idea is possibly having him pop out of the frame a little bit, but I'm not sure about that. So we'll continue on with adding kind of the bush in back here. I still got to do some sort of shading and stuff on the tree and probably add some snow. But you know what? I think I got to put in a little bit more of the background first, actually. I'm just going to turn on my sketch layer again. Grab my lasso tool here, and I just want to kind of put in where the sky is going to be there. I have that in there, and I'm just going to go do this on this background layer here. Rebrush again. Make it a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to grab, probably turn my sketch layer off again. And grab some of this darker tone here. Gonna be working really slow there. Maybe I can use maybe the chalk. That one. They work a little bit faster. Not a lot, but what I'm thinking about doing is kind of going to kind of what the highlight I have skin there. Kind of work that mountain edge there. Not liking the look of that brush. I should be working this kind of back and forth more evenly height-wise, so not angle it. Really tough when you make a stroke and you gotta slowly watch it appear. There'll also be some like cloud cover in there. Right now. Tough because I want texture in, but really being a pain in the butt. It works so slowly. I could probably just crop the image right now and it would speed things up quite a bit, but just a little bit there. Put color to this guy. Usually I'll do this more with a brush that's a little bit softer, but really we do want to keep kind of that texture kind of on there. Well, that works. I've never used the crop tool in here before, so we'll see. That'll speed things up if I do that. Maybe not. It's gonna think a long time about it. Come on. A definite problem when you're doing a piece that's so large. Usually I would just do 11 by 17 and put it on its side, but I wanted to try this, which I have used before for doing like comic book spreads and inking, but I have not come across quite the issues, probably because you're using faster, non-textured brushes more often. Boy, this is taking forever. There we go. Oh, and then it's gonna immediately start saving some recovery settings and stuff. Eventually here we'll be able to work on this again. Great. Maybe. Wow. They're taking a while. Come on. Eventually we'll be able to do some work again. I really thought that would speed things up because I'm cutting off like 30% of the image, which would reduce the amount of pixels it would have to save by quite a bit. Apparently, still running. Come on. Ridiculous. One Clip Studio. I think last time I thought it was going to crash when it was doing this, but it eventually came back. Hopefully it does here. Come on. Had a full bar there. Too late. Too late to press cancel on it. I have a Photoshop in here. That might speed things up. I didn't realize I had another app open and running here. I'm gonna start closing some of these down that I don't need open right now. That speeds up anything. This is ridiculous. Alright. Come on. Come on, Clip Studio. Sorry about this. I'm not sure what's going on here. Why my computer is taking quite so long to do this program. Really close. Wow. Come on. Just gonna open up Task Manager here. See what the heck is going on. Clip Studio Paint, very high. 46% of the CPU. There we go. Finally went away. Now, usually I would save after that, but that took forever, so I'm not going to. Alright. You like that, huh? Okay. Quite. So texture. Not that this seems to be doing much. Just softening it up a little tiny bit. I have a, well, most of the other stuff in this computer's pretty modern. The actual like RAM is old and the CPU is old, even though it's a fairly decent CPU. But I think that really does slow everything down a little bit. Trying to quickly or fast some bigger pieces. Be nice too, because this board has pretty small RAM availability, like the max amount of RAM that you can put into it that will actually work with. So that's a bit of an issue too. Also, the number of layers I have in this piece right now is probably causing problems as well. I can delete that. There. Want to make sure that's the layer I think it is. Yep. Delete that now too. That should help things a little bit. All right. Down here, and I'm just gonna make some trees that are gonna be on the mountains in the back there. This is when I wish I did have some of those more of a almost like stamp textured brushes that have rock and stuff. It's definitely speed up parts. Or what they have. The new stone. That looks like. Cloud. Horizontal striped cloud. That might be. Oh, it's got a flame. What kind of trees are these? Leaves here. Random foliage. Fallen leaves. Grass. Ooh, one helps. Not on this layer, but let's see. Small foliage. Yes. Particle size a little bit more. And just maybe around the areas I kind of done already. Just right along that edge there. Where it's stronger. Problem with it is it's the same image over and over and over again, so you do want to kind of use a little bit more sparingly usually. Increase that particles up there. Again, a little bit more. Just so along that ridge it seems like there's a little bit more. looking. And just yeah, it looks good. The one I was looking for, but charcoal layer again. Just kind of looking up at my I have there for reference. Let me reference picture. Let me just pull it over so you guys can see it. So that's my reference. I took two photos that I found on Google image search, and then I just kind of put them together and made kind of my own image of it, or composition. I need this bar to move. Is there any way to get rid of this bar completely? It's oh. I'm just trying to select kind of the mountain range here. I need this area too. Can do that just by holding shift. That's a bit smaller, a bit textured. This is quite a bit larger. Yeah. Figure out some of the shit that are in. I don't really like that brush all that much. Kind of here to here. See, what I gotta do is make that more look like there's trees in there and stuff. But, kind of work on that next, but I just want to kind of get an idea more of the shapes that I have in there. I mean, near the top it might not be tree-like, but probably be more like that, more rock looking. On the wrong layer here, probably. Oh, that too. I'm doing it a little darker than I should be. A little be kind of like a tree line down in here. Bridge there. That kind of leads to this. Kind of comes across some. Generally, all of this is pretty dark. That's mostly be covered by a bush here anyway, but where is it gonna be kind of a tree line kind of going all across here? Different than there. Correction on that layer, the hue, saturation, luminosity, and I want to lighten that area up quite a bit. Now I can go actually try this tree. Just got a different layer here, I think. Here. This tree layer needs to be on top of those. A little dark. A little saturated. But you know what? I guess I can make changes to that after. These aren't really the right type of trees, but besides making my own brush, which I could do, I guess, it's gonna be probably pretty annoying to do. Now, originally I have in more of a valley here in my original sketch. Maybe I should have kept that. Yeah, maybe. Grab my eraser here. Turn back on my sketch layer there. To the here. Actually gonna be an open area. We'll go in there and we'll do some tonal stuff in there, but for now I'm just gonna kind of do that. Oh, it seems like it's going to be saving in the background here again, so or doing a recovery save, so let's just see how long that takes. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as last time. I mean, we did eliminate at least, I don't know, 25% of the pixels, so I did add a bunch of layers though. Come on. Boy, it can be a pain in the butt. I never had this problem in the last couple recordings. It would take a while some of the time, but not anything quite as bad as this. I wish that it just did this window and you could still kind of like look at your tools here and stuff instead of it just kind of jutting right down. Now it looks like it's the memory that's getting all used up. OBS is pretty much using up all of the GPU resources. Just the CPU that seems to be running, or Clip Studio seems to run directly entirely off the CPU, which kind of sucks. They could integrate some GPU usage that would probably make that a lot easier, but then my OBS might start crapping out, who knows. So even though OBS is only at 40% usage of the GPU, this isn't very much. The Clip Studio, it seems to be the memory, but that's a bottleneck in the system that I just can't change until I buy a new memory board or motherboard and new CPU and call it a day on the 6 or 7 year old one that I have in there. Alright, so I just want to go back to, I did have a new layer here. It must be here. Alright, now just kind of check out some more brushes. Let's continue with this kind of foliage. Oh, that's working a lot faster all of a sudden. That brush. By having this on a different layer too, I can put more changes to it as when I go in there with like eraser tool. And better define. I think these look a little bit more like pine trees. Plus they have snow on them, so there shouldn't be quite the massive stamps that this is currently doing. Well, probably could have made my own brush. That would have been closer to what I wanted, but we'll do the trick for now. And that's probably darker than I really actually want it, but a little bit smaller for up here. Some more dense. Further away. Size, oh. Alright. Brush that. How big is that? About right. Up in here. They're too big for up there. Oops. But maybe not up there. We'll consider that part kind of more like rock areas. That'll be kind of rocky too. This will have the there. And just along the kind of ridge here. And then I'm gonna go in the kind of grass one we were using. That one? Plant. That's the one. I was just gonna add. Could have probably also used scatterbrush for doing some of this, but I'm gonna add in variation there. And if I zoom in, that's not really what the shapes we want, but I'll have to edit some of this. Or you know what? Take the gonna go in there with eraser now and hard edge eraser. So these kind of more shape of trees. Not quite as much stem on the bottom ones. Bottom of them there. Overlapping them actually seem to fill out some of that too. And these layer needs tree layer. Tree layer needs to be higher up in the order there. Oh, on the wrong layer there. Now, what layer is this on? This on that? Nope. What layer is this? There it is. I want to definitely bring the opacity there, so I'm gonna do hue saturation thing here again. Bring the luminosity of that down quite a bit. Or up. What's that? Saturation's probably fine. Looks not very good. We'll keep working on it here. Yeah. Come on, grab the right tone. Oh, it's doing a dual color. Pretty much the same color there. Don't know what to do there. know what I should do, but I can't really because of the stupid slowdown I'm getting. Everything. Oh. No. Darn it. The drive. A pain in the butt. Okay. Let's do that. This background layer. Isn't showing up. Oh, I guess it is. Really getting what I want. Where's that? Really? That's... Oh, that's too... Come on. Yes. Just trying to get a bit of that shape. Okay, not really liking that, but what do I have here? Oh, this whole beer. That. Do saturation on that, and I want to bring brightness up quite a bit. Oh, wrong layer. Damn it. Do I want to... But they're on the wrong layer anyways. All the snow kind of makes it a little bit tougher to get the the kind of tonal value you want. No, I like it here. A little too dark. Jeez. I'm just putting in some. That foliage brush. I'm just gonna make it look like some of these have no one step on them. They're not all same tone. Come on. Come on. Pain in the butt. This is why I wasn't gonna use stamp tools and stuff, but jeez. Probably turn that recovery thing off. It's just then if it does shut down and I lose everything. And if I don't remember to save it. Jeez, come on. Really like it if this worked a bit better. I just noticed I probably painted over top on that same layer of this grass I had in there. Ugh. Man. Pain in the butt. Painting mountains and stuff is a bit easier traditionally. I'm finding. Just mainly because my stupid computer's slowing down so much. Near impossible to work it at any kind of speed because I'd like to use a ton more strokes in there. It's just if I put a stroke down, it takes 30 seconds before it actually shows up. It's really doesn't work with the way I work. So real big fail. Yeah, now I gotta fix all this ridge down in here. Darn it. Just so we actually look like we have a little bit more going on in those areas that's kind of look like a mess right now. And just kind of dotting it all in there instead of using its kind of random scatter. Random scatter on it's not the greatest. Along here, we're gonna more of that. Kind of sunlight coming through there. Along with more of the top of the ridge here. A little more detailed than I wanted it to look to in those areas, so there's that as well. A bit. Ooh, too much. Too big. Green. There. And when I go in, wait, something there, but depth. Yeah, all that. Darn it. Grab some of this here. Or grab that color. Yeah. And oh, that part there is really bad. Particle size from there. We do want some of this in back here. Wish I could randomize the particle size actually, that would be a nifty trick. We probably also want it to be some other tones coming across. These are just I'm hoping, at least from further off, that looks okay. Yeah, that didn't work out very good. Now that I zoom in. Jeez. I'm just gonna throw out, I think, everything I've done so far here. I'm just gonna start over. I just don't like any of that. Any of that stuff I did today. Delete it. Freaking delete that. And we will start over. Which layer is that on? Okay. Alright. I'll try to fix this as much as I can. It was just sloppy. It's just because I wanted to get today's Halloween, and I think I'm just rushing it, and probably should have just So I'm just gonna put kind of a one tone kind of along the edge here, and I'm just gonna redo all of that area edge there. No more cheating using the stamp tool, I don't think. Except for maybe some of this grass and stuff here. Might do it there, but that's bigger. Oh, too much. Cool. Alright, back to drawing board. One. Right. Up particle size there. Oh, trying to get that a little bit of that. Where you can kind of see the pattern in it. You can just kind of break that up a bit. After I said, oh, I'm not going to use stamp tool. Not probably much on the mountain itself, but this part I am. This back in here to definitely have some sort of foliage going on. Gonna look denser just because it's more flattened out the distance. So that stack together, it just looks like a fuller mass. Oh, that's a little too much. I think that can kind of vary the particle size on this one at least. I'm just gonna fill out that whole section here. Stuff. No, I don't want it to look too digitally patterned. We'll see here. Zoom in. It's looking alright, actually. I mean, some of that's too big, probably, in the background, but... Okay. I'll do another layer here of... we were using. Lighter here. And put some of this in here first. Instead, I'm just gonna, instead of making my own kind of little patterns here. Let's add some of our green foliages here. Areas here. Actual ridge line itself should be here. Big. Trees and that's gonna allow me to do it a little bit more like there's snow and stuff. Let's do like some bushes and stuff in there. This is when you would probably like use like a fan brush in traditional work. Would be able to put in these trees a lot easier. I might just do a tree line here that's closer, and then it'll probably be a little bit more abstract as I go back towards the that there. A good way is just kind of rough it in that way, and then you can kind of follow it along those areas. And then just doing strokes out towards from the center. Oh. That actually is letting me kind of work at the speed I want to work at too, which is nice. And then in there, putting more density in there. As you can see, I'm making these a lot bigger than they were in the original path, so I'm just gonna go in there and shrink those down a bit. And what I should do, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do kind of different bunches, and then what I'll do is just copy and paste them in different spots and different sizes, and then can kind of use them like that, almost like the stamp tool, but if I get different groups kind of together here. Can kind of make them a little bit fluffier too. Just a little circular kind of scribbles in there. And define some a little bit more with snow, just so they pop out a little bit more. And just do like a bush. Like that base here. Just alt cut that and bring it kind of further down in another spot, and you can always change the size. You can always flip them, rotate them, but keep them shape. Bring that down further and kind of group, and I might make them smaller again. We'll just kind of do different groups, and then we can continue to use them there. Just same kind of thing. Bush in here, maybe. Doesn't even really need to be that. Carefully done. Kind of get those looks. That one I can now just take that. Alt and drag that in there as well. T. Rotate it a bit. That in there. Do the same thing. This one. Alt. Then later on I could probably do like full sections. Overlap them a bit here. Around. I guess this layer needs to be up higher in the order stack. Fixing it. So definitely not a quicker way of doing it, but it's getting us to the same kind of spot, but giving us a little bit more control over it. So this time when we zoom in, it's not gonna be so apparent. Like these are gonna be maybe more apparent that they're stamped, but I can actually go in there and just kind of add in some, get the right color. Oh, selecting on the wrong layer again. I can just go in there and do kind of my own things there to kind of rake up that. Different shapes and stuff. Places might be more overgrown than others. Could feel more like they're behind a ridge here. Oh, the top's coming through. Yeah, so we're getting decent stuff in there. You can grab a section of that. Alt. Move tool. And I'm bringing that one in there. And different selection here. Alt. Move tool. And just fill out that in. So, as you can see, that's going to make it nearly as quick as doing it the other way. Just kind of grabbing sections here. Making sure you're on the move section. And there we go. So we're kind of getting that nice tree line started there. Pretty good. Keep on going here. I like the down slope of this one here. So I'm just gonna Alt. The nice thing about using the Alt is it's not going to change kind of doesn't change the layer that it's on. Going here. This part here and just the eraser. Or two out here alone. We'll do that in here too. That's kind of a tangent, so we don't want that. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a tangent, or you just don't want it like look like one long tree in the foreground there. Give it some sort of base here. Bring some more of that snowiness on it as well. Ugly tree, but don't really like that, so grab it around it out, maybe there. Yeah, I like that better. I can grab this little, and I'm just gonna put that in here too, kind of off to the side and behind. Now if I'm zooming in, they don't look quite as great as, say, some of the amp tool ones, but on close up, but I think they work for what I'm doing here. I'll just go in and fix up any parts that are really bad. They're quite a bit smaller. Okay, good. Fix up any of those that are really bad. Most of those look pretty good though. One part. All right. This is kind of a nice, just their India ink brush that has a bleed to it, so it has a little bit of a texture. Gonna use that kind of along some of this. This has a little bit of tonal variation in there, not all just white and like an ink drawing. Oh, it's saving in the background there again. Nope. Okay, the stuff around there not great, but good to go through this like this and anyways closer up and just see which ones areas are not working great. That a little bit more. Let's just put some of these. I'll look in the background there. here. Right. And back here. Cupboards. Just so some of that doesn't look quite as out of place. There. If we need to. I'm just gonna around here with this tool. Kind of like that. Okay. This pops up in distance there. That's kind of allowing me to really put pitch in there. Especially when we zoom out here, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna grab this. Grab this. Just to add in a few spots. Area and stuff here. The shrubs are kind of and in lately kind of but there's some areas where it's fuller. Love. Oh no. Bush. A little different colored bush. Like having that very color in there a little bit. Of course, when I zoom in, which is not how we're going to be looking at that, probably not looking as good, but all right. Grab that white. Oops, I want this green. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, save that. A lot more to go. I was really hoping today I would get further, but a little bit my fault because I ended up not liking what I was doing there and starting over here here again, but and I don't know how I want to do background stuff there. Rough wash, like. Color. I generally would use kind of more like harder edge brushes for this kind of stuff, but the slowdown in getting has not been an issue really for Clip Studio. That's why one of the things that Photoshop does really well is it does not have quite as bad a slowdown for stuff like this. At least I've never noticed it to the point where I got frustrated. Only thing is my drawing monitor no longer works with the newest version of Photoshop, and there's no new drivers because I don't believe they're continuing forward with their kind of like art series of these monitors. I think that that company's now focusing mainly on like touch monitors for industry instead of arts. So it makes it a little more difficult. Layer am I doing this on? I should be doing this on a different. I'm gonna copy that, delete it from the layer below, go back to that layer and continue. This is a rough wash watercolor kind of brush. Nice thing is I'm getting kind of like little organic like shapes forming, which I'm liking. Kind of what I was trying to get with that harder edged like my oil 3 brush. It's being like more of a squared off brush, trying to get some of those kind of nice kind of natural variations going by overlapping parts and the texture, but it really wasn't working quite how I wanted it to. Oh, this is kind of working closer to what I was wanting, but still not quite right. Because it's not really got much of a texture to it. So looks like I'm painting half of it in one style and half of it in another style, which we'll work on. And We'll add more trees and stuff in here as well. Oh. But I think this is a better route than kind of what I was trying there with the stamp brushes and stuff, where I was just trying to save time really, which was kind of dumb. Should have known better, because originally I said, no, I'm not going to go that route, and trying to get this done today so I could have it up on Halloween, but it's like going to happen now. I don't really want to be working on it for too much longer. I do like how kind of organic this is looking, at least. Probably should spend some time trying out some of these brushes and stuff first, but oh well. I make it work here. Way too dark. You know what? Take that back a little bit. Try to do different. Another method you could do is kind of, especially with rocks and stuff, you could kind of just go lasso shapes and then do stuff. It does work to give you a nice kind of like rocky textures and stuff. It's working pretty good there. Probably what I should have been doing. I'll just go here and create a shape and that looks that's just looking way more natural. But go in. Smaller brush and refine some of those edges a little bit better and bring some of the lighting and effects in there. Oh, some of this darker tone here. Fine. The shapes edge there a little bit more. Depends on how rock covered and if you want this. Top to be. But yeah, you can get, like I said, you can get some real nice organic kind of shapes working this way. A nice little, like, especially for rocks, you can get some real nice kind of shapes and such in here. This one I want to put more of the trees in here. It's going to be probably not as good, that method. And you can also kind of do it the opposite here. Just use it to kind of cut into certain areas of the rock here. Create different shapes. Softer there. Just edges. Oh, that didn't work as good, but hey, more organic. And then you got the nice square brush here to have more of that windswept look. And you can see I'm just kind of doing it. Different darknesses throughout there, just long, and gives you a nice real kind of natural kind of shapes and stuff there. That's probably how we're gonna do most of this. Maybe it won't be as tree covered as, like, say they are in nature, but I think it's really gonna help with and lighten up soft eraser this area in here a little bit. Just gonna no wind swept. This is more like you would be using like a mask or something in a mask material. It's kind of like a some sort of like almost like a rubber that you paint down on, like, say, like watercolor, and then you kind of pull it off and it kind of mask out certain elements. Same kind of idea here. Not not sure. Oh, it must be doing a recovery save again. Moving a lot quicker all of a sudden. Is great. And just little and some more little features too. But I do like how this is kind of looking so far. Really looking off, like it seems more in the distance than say what I had before. Is good. The shapes of the actual mountain look a lot better. Kind of want a larger shape. Might be too large, but got the right color. I'm just trying to get that more organic kind of strokes. Don't always go across in the same directions and stuff, and making certain edges darker and lighter than others. Go in that eraser and soften it. And up. This whole section here, I think, needs kind of redone. Go in there. Go. With. Hang. There. And we'll. But we can get in there. Yeah, I think you get natural going on there. Blotted ink kind of too. Oh, that takes way too much CPU power to do. I don't like that. Delete it. Instead, I think it's gonna be more coming off the edge. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's try that rough wash a bit in there. Oops. Kind of my base down there to the rusty number 3. I like that better. Now this will probably do more of the trees kind of in there. Yeah, kind of organic of like in there. That in. Kind of coming. Yeah, see, some nice mountainy shapes now. some there. Thinking kind of like wrong here. We kind of in there. The bigger sections don't work quite as well, though, I've noticed. I'll try to get that. Okay. Highlighted tone. Well. Back a little bit. Now, really, this original area should probably be fairly dark. Grab a big soft brush here. I'm gonna smooth out that area. Could did that with an eraser too, but make sure the shape of the maybe too much. Too much. All right. To making some. I think I might do something similar for the trees, actually. The tree line as it goes up here. I'm gonna try some, see how that works. I'm just gonna kind of a little bit of a bridge there. Grab more of the greenish tone there. And try and do another one here behind it. And we'll just it kind of works, but not exactly. Brush here. I can break up some of that, add some texture and stuff in there. But I might be better off to just do that. Maybe I'll do it. It's not that I hate it, it's just needs some more refining, I guess. I wonder if it's better just to draw it kind of in there then. I just kind of like the softness that it adds to it. do that, and then we can go in and kind of. Yeah, I kind of like the way that's working out. Yeah, so we're kind of getting more to. We kind of got a way of working this mountain now. I think looks a lot better than what we had before, for sure. Go in there, go too much darker. Yeah, that's looking a lot better than what we had before. A lot more natural looking. Like I said, I haven't really done any digital painting of the mountains and stuff like that, so. And it was kind of my goal to kind of learn to kind of do this stuff a little bit better, but didn't come without some frustration there for sure. Section kind of in there. Try a few things as we come down here. Path. And then as we get it's looking good. A lot better. Yeah, it's way better way. Let me just back that up a bit. Oh, it's doing some stuff in the background again there. I mean, this is going to take probably a lot longer the other way, but I'm way more happy with the... It's still not kind of fitting in with the style, but we can always go in there and fix that. So I just need to back that up just a little bit. You know what? I think I'm just going to do a delete there and see how that... What's that ridge? Ooh. That's a little bit more successful than what I did here. I think because I was so zoomed out. Probably not the best way to do that. What I can do there to... those in there. And... yeah. That's cool. Cool. just kind of give little indications of others. And then a bit more. Yeah, so just using the lasso tool really helps kind of make those shapes work. Didn't like that. Oh, what did I press? Oh, I was trying to control Z and I don't know what I pressed there. Control something. But it was probably control save. Yeah. Control S instead of control Z. But we heal. In different areas here. Kind of wish now I didn't put that kind of brown tone in there, but oh well. See what we can do with that after. I'm gonna start up higher on this ridge again. I'm gonna have cut into with the side here. All the main part here. Do that a little bit at a time here. Delete in there. Delete's a little too much there, so I'm just gonna eraser and couple passes at the side. Bridge should still. Blood trees. All again and just put a little bit of textures in there. Maybe not. All those things. Seems like a good idea till you try it. But I think those are okay. Those are gonna be fairly soft anyways, kind of like what I have in here. thought it was better probably to kind of overlap these as I go down, but maybe not. And there. And eraser was a little too much. Delete was a little too much there. So I'm gonna go just in parts where I want it to get more defined there. What this is doing is kind of giving some atmosphere to the distance. The stuff further in the way starts getting almost foggier and foggier and softer looking. Kind of what I'm trying to emulate here by doing it kind of this way here. More kind of other shapes in the background here. Kind of like what I was doing over here, going in and adding in some more defined tree shapes and stuff. I'm just gonna do that in here too. I'm gonna make this stuff kind of look more overlapped. Just darken some of that. I can always cut into it with the mask here. This helps a little bit more organic and just gonna take a little bit of this. Oh, too strong. That kind of a little. What's in there? Better. So I have some sort of business stuff going on in there too. I'm just gonna go a little bit of a darker tone and some of that there. Add some bit more hard tones in back behind here too. Yeah, so that's looking a lot better than it was looking before, I think. Probably still do something to texture that out a little bit. If maybe, oops, some more of the droplets and stuff, just to give that some kind of texture. You can always go in there with darker droplets too. Spaces. I just don't want it to get too undefined though. We'll see. That we'll have to play around with a little bit more, for sure. Not sure how far up I want the trees to come up in here. Gotta say though, this section here, I'm not liking it. It's kinda thing I got going on here. That from everything here. That's on the small foliage layer. Nope. Layers that on. Not that one. Keep to the snow look a bit more correct there. I'm gonna select that layer, take this color, take that color, just so I can get rid of that brown that I don't like. That's select. I got rid of enough of it. Like this area here, I think it's just gonna be a little more boggy. Oops. Press Control instead of Alt again there. Alright, that's where I might leave it today. Really wanted to finish, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. But we're getting there. I would say at this rate, maybe 2 more sessions. This maybe one kind of more in the hour and a half, and then another one maybe the 2 hours. Just depends on. Maybe I'll just show you quick kind of what I want to do for next time. Thinking about the fairly dark color here. I'm thinking about possibly doing the Wendigo kind of standing more upright over here and pointing. So that shoulders. Lock in kind of a shape and pointing. No, this is really a quick, poor version of what I'm thinking of, but gives you an idea at least of what I'm thinking. Oh, don't be saving in the background. Darn it. It's almost kind of to the point where I wanted to, where it was pretty close to what I wanted to do quickly here. Well, you know what? Anyways, you get the point. I want to kind of have him kind of standing off a little bit of the side here. And being closer to him, just looking to kind of towering over him. But I might actually move these guys over and then put them in here. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe I just don't have the spirit of the Wendigo in there. But kind of want it. But I'm going to run in with tangents with this tree here. The issue. And I think him just crouching just doesn't work. Delete that layer. If I turn on my sketch layer again here, take him and copy and paste him to a new layer. Oh, bad. I'm gonna paste him. And if I move him, I'd have to turn him quite a bit from what he currently is doing, so his pointing finger actually points at the guy here. Might be able to do something like that. I just think it starts ruining with the balance of the piece, maybe. Then I thought, well, maybe we have him more small kind of back here. Not really sure. Yeah, don't know what to do with that. Something like that makes sense too, but anyways, so that's stuff that we'll work on next time, and I hope you enjoyed this episode and kind of got an idea for the wrong way of doing things and finding the better way of doing things. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I Hope to see you next time and stay creative.